Hey, I'm TDS1. This is my first YouTube video about wrestling. I was debating on what would be my first video, but I just went to Wrestlemania. A review about that? Yeah, that could be it. Alright, now, we are in uncharted territory. I know all y'all saw what happened on Monday Night Raw. Brock Lesnar comes back, so I'll be talking about that a little bit in this video now as well. Now, I'm a debater, so if you have different opinions, bring it on. That's what I want to see. But now let's get down to business. Wrestlemania 28. This was literally a year in the making. I've never really remember a WrestleMania where it took a year to prepare. So, we already knew what was going to happen. John Cena versus Brock. Just a matter of how we're going to get there. So, first match was Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus, the Great White. Now, I thought this was going to be a huge match, at least 10 minutes. Due to last year, there was a warm-up match, no one even saw that one. But no, 18 seconds. I'm watching the screen. One boot to the freaking chin. 1, 2, 3. Yay! What? What? Because it was just me and my dad. But hey, yay! Side note, I'm not sure if Daniel Bryan shipped in a bunch of Washington fans, but right below us was a section of people saying, yes, yes, yes. I'm not even sure how that came about, but as I saw on SmackDown, any chance of Daniel Bryan being the fan favorite, this shut down. Boo-hoo. Anyway, on to the next one. Which was Kane versus Randy Orton. Brain fart. Even a little bit of it. Now, it seems to me they're getting all the minor stuff out the way, which is cool. And as much as WrestleMania is exciting, you kind of miss JR and Jerry King Lawler and even Michael Cole's commentary. But I digress. The ending was Kane comes off the top rope with Randy Orton. Was cool. Really didn't care who won or lost. On to the next one. Big Show versus Cody Rhodes. Oh, not really. I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes was taunting Big Show about his previous WrestleMania mishaps, and then down the road during the match, hey, Big Show wins Cody Rhodes' first mishap of WrestleMania 1. Next one was the Divas, I think, and this is when I went up to go pee. I'm sorry, but when they said this match, I've already had in my mind to pee. I'm not sure what they're doing in the women's division, but they really need to clean it up. I think, didn't Awesome Kong have her baby yet? It's time for her to come back. Come back, Kong. I miss you. I want you to come back. So, I think Kelly and the Access Hollywood chick won. Yay. Anyway, next up. End of an era match. Now, they've put a little bit of heat behind this. And this was the match I wanted to see. On a personal note, when HBK retired WrestleMania 26, I was brokenhearted because A, I really didn't think he was going to retire, and B, that was his last match. I wanted to be there. I wanted to see Mr. WrestleMania at WrestleMania. And so, for me, that was a little added incentive for favorite match. So, first comes out HBK, next Triple H, and then The Undertaker. He takes off the hoodie. He shaves his head. Now we all know he cut his hair, but actually looking at it, bald with a little mohawk in the back? Are you kidding me? Even Triple H was shocked. I not even sure he saw the head first, but he's ready. Everyone's ready. The most favorite chant. Drop the cage. Drop the cage. Drop the cage. Drop the cage. Footnote: when you go to Wrestlemania, sit by the drunk dude. It's so much more fun. Either that or sit by a dude who dislikes the people you like. That's fun too. It makes it so much more exciting. The cage drops, and it's by far one of the best matches at WrestleMania. So, you can see HBK has a struggle on his face. Who would I pin to the mat? 1, 2, 3. Will I break the streak? Or will I help my friend? Or I want to count my friend out? And he loses to Undertaker once again for the third straight time. Unprecedented in WrestleMania. Now, favorite parts of the match. This is my favorite because my dad got all crazy about it, and it's rare to see my dad do that. HBK kicks him, bam. Triple H pedigree. 1, 2, no! Are you kidding me? He is not down yet. My dad goes up, head rush, has to come back down this little thing. And so, this HBK goes into the corner. This look of, we had a plan. We had a plan. The plan backfired. What will we do now? And the match goes on. And so, ironically, Undertaker wins. Breaks my heart. I'm DX for life. And it's a little cruel to have DX lose 4 times in a row. But I can't be mad. Because the ending was the most beautifulest thing I've seen in my life. HBK gets Undertaker, pulls him up, says something in his ear. That's the moments where people should have microphones in. That's the moments we want to hear. You know? I'm sorry, I'm trying to position this camera, you know? My first YouTube video. Give me a break. He whispers something in his ear. Probably good job. You did it. And so, Undertaker couldn't do it last year. He had to get rolled out. He does the theatrical. Kneel down. Tongue out. Everything goes blue. 20-0. But then HBK and Undertaker help Triple H up. They walk down the ramp and they give each other a big hug. You got to love it. I mean, for me, that was a top that to Cena and The Rock. That was we've been here for the true ups and downs. We've been here for 25 years. And we're not going to let some dude that came back after 7 and some dude only been here for 10 steal a spotlight. And you know what? They didn't. They couldn't top it. I don't care what anyone says. Best match ever. Hell in a Cell. I wanted them to go up top, but they're both in their 40s, and you're like, no, they both have families. Let's not do that, you know? No, let's not do that. Let's not kill each other to do a good match. We didn't even need it anyway, you know? But whatever. What was next? I think it was Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. Now, I have some reservations about this match. Typically, on paper, it should have been good. But, you know, these two wrestlers don't really know each other. I would have liked to see Daniel Bryan and CM Punk because the last 3 matches I've seen, they've done damage together. And it's WrestleMania. You should go against the person you know well to do the best match ever. And you know what? It's the freaking title. So it should have been so much better. But, whatever. It is what it is. the stadium goes dark for Chris Jericho's dramatic entrance, and then CM Punk's music hit. And you know what? I'm repping Chicago. Give me 1 second. This is what I had when I was at Wrestlemania. Repping the Chicago shirt from Chi-Town, yes. And I'm behind it. Number 1. Who is number 1? Mr. Rhodes. My dad had on the same one behind his jersey with number 23, Michael Jordan. Past, future, you know the drill. Alright, so the match starts. It's a slow start, to say the least. I mean, seriously, this match I needed to hear a little bit of the, JR and Michael Cole. It would have made it a little more interesting. The first 10 minutes was slow, and they tried to pick it up. They really did. They did some nice stuff at the end. The Punk off the top rope to the code breaker, that was cool. The walls of Jericho, where he was practically sitting on the dude's back. I was like, come on, dude. And then at the end, the Anaconda Vice. And CM Punk wins. Yes. Best in the world, without a doubt. The mind games with the family did not work. Next one. Teddy Long versus Team Teddy versus Team Johnny. Again, I went up to go pee. I'm sorry, but I typically scheduled when I was going to go to the restroom so I wouldn't miss the really, really important ones. My bad. Now, I'm in line. I went to the restroom, going to get some snacks. Longest snack line in the world. But I digress. And I'm listening to it. I'm trying to listen to the action. I hear woo, 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 which is Zack Ryder. I hear it again, and then I hear the Raw theme song, which means that Johnny Laurinaitis won. So I'm like, what just happened? Dude tells me the heifer chick, whatever you want to call her, Eve, interfered, and I'm sorry, but Lord, can some wrestlers spear these people? Seriously, I'm sorry, but it's getting on my nerves. These divas are getting on my nerves. Put the spotlight on Tamina or Natalya, people who can actually wrestle. I miss the days where divas were some bad behind chicks. But anyway, now for the main course. Cena versus The Rock. Now, we knew that Floor Rider was coming out to rap, right? We didn't know old boy from, I think, Oakland, sings his theme song, was going to come and rap for John Cena. So, we were already a little skeptical, like, okay, let him do a song. And then he says the stupidest thing in the world. This is the night where the underdog beats The Rock. Gets booed off the stage. Very sad. You kind of feel for the brother. Like, he shouldn't have done that to himself. But John Cena comes out. Now, the Miami Heat got beat, I think, by Boston. And then this Cena fool comes out in this Boston-like green shirt in Miami. Dude, are you serious? Maybe it's time to go heel. Who knows? But then Floor Rider comes out, sings some songs, get the crowd hyped. Like, we need to get hyped for The Rock. Seriously. And if you smell what The Rock is cooking, this is a dream come true for me. I didn't get to see the Attitude Era live in action because I lived in a small town. So to be there at WrestleMania, see old boy come down the aisle, you see him cheesing. It's for a reason. I loved it. So, Now, they begin to struggle. One-upmanship. The Rock does these combination of series of moves where John Cena has to roll out the ring. Say, okay, this man is back. Gotta think on my toes. Now, to quote my father, he was like, these are some very nice actors, and they acted outright where they were in the middle of the ring. They feel all tired. Blow, 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 blow. Now you can see that The Rock. Now he wrestled Survivor Series. That's supposed to be a prep-up match, but to do one-on-one, you can see that he was a little tired. They were doing breaks from time to time, but it was still good. He does the people's elbow. Oh, what I would give to be in that section. It would miss some elbows. It would be elbows right there and catch that little elbow pad. But I digress. Cena does the "you can't see me" 5-knuckle shuffle. And still no definitive winner until all of a sudden they have Cena do the FU. I don't care. It's not the freaking attitude adjustment. It's the FU. I have to say that. A little hostility about that. So whatever. To The Rock. 1, 2. Everybody was quiet. That was a heart stopper because we were like, are they actually going to let this fool win? Now, there have been some debate of who should win. One of my favorite people on YouTube pointed out, wink wink, that Cena has to win because he's the top dog. But I would have been on board if he would turn heel, but he didn't. And it's in Miami. I'm sorry, but in Miami, I would have thrown a war belt in the ring if that fool would have won. So, FU didn't win. He goes for the 5-knuckle shuffle. He put his hand down. This man actually tries to do the people's elbow. But thank God he did it. Rock catches him. Rock bottom. He wins. This match was solid. It was good. It could have gone wrong, but it didn't. I enjoyed it. Now, John Cena's in the middle of the ring, pondering his place in WWE Universe. I'm a WWE fan, by the way. I'm not in the universe. I had to point that out, too. You'll see a whole lot of little footnotes from me. But he's sitting down, pondering his place in the universe. Will he turn heel on Monday? Who knows? But for right now, let The Rock have this moment. It was a good moment. I enjoyed it. I especially enjoyed him signing his old high school jersey. College, my bad. That was bomb. Now, over to Monday. I'm at 18 minutes. I can't believe it takes this long to do a video. But I enjoy talking to you people. Talk to me back. I'm serious. Give me some good or bad feedback. Monday night. Me and my dad can't get tickets. It is sold out. A 13,000 seat arena. Why? Should have got a bigger arena. Whatever. Watch it on television. Not that sad about it anymore. I'm sorry to say. If I would have gone, my first priority would have been to see Undertaker, Triple H, and HBK. But them crackheads didn't come. Why? Does this mean that maybe one more match for Undertaker at Wrestlemania? Who can say? But now we are in the people power era. I can already say I'm a little scared. I don't like this era. This era sucks. Why? Because John Laurinaitis is head of it. Now, I really didn't care if Johnny or Teddy won. I really didn't want neither of them to run both shows. I kind of liked it where it was. If Johnny run Raw, Teddy run SmackDown. But he runs both, so we'll see what happens. So, at the end, John Cena makes this long behind speech. We think he's gonna go heel. But you know what? That sucker doesn't. Now, I get it. His fans are the kids. That's logical. But this is sports entertainment. There's a script. That what makes it entertaining. And we have seen this script for the past, 7 years? I'm sick of it. Seriously, every good wrestler who has went to superstardom has turned heel. Excuse me. If you know someone who hasn't, let me know. And so he makes this long behind speech. The fans are tired of it, so guess what they chant? We want Brock. We want Brock. Now, some of you YouTube videos have linked that Brock Lesnar would come back. They thought it was at Wrestlemania, but it wasn't. Now, they chant, we want Brock, we want Brock. Cena did this, why I love the WWE Universe. We don't want to hear that from you, Cena. We want some interaction where you tell, that's our dynamic. That's what we know. When we say something bad, you say something bad back. That's how we interact. That's the true WWE fan base or universe. So he talks. I want to shake the Rock's hand, whatever. And guess who comes out? Brock Lesnar. And the place goes wild. Millions of grown behind men are freaking out. Me? I'm like, hell with my face, like, what is going on? But fans, it kind of took the sting out of it. I kind of miss being surprised. If you know this stuff, try not to, spread it around everywhere. And then the fans yelling, we want Brock. Come on. It kind of took the sting out of it for me. I'm sorry. It was still a good surprise. The F5 warmed my heart just a little bit better. And now we are in uncharted territory. Last year we knew it was going to happen. Whatever transpired led up to Brock versus Cena, Triple H versus Taker. Now we don't know what's going to happen in New York. By the way, I'll try to be there myself. I will try to get there myself. Daddy says we're going. Yes. But I'm not sure what's going to go down. Brock did say that he wants to be WWE champion. So here's my prediction for the next year. It's the scouting. It's time for people to step up. And we'll see who is worthy enough to be champion. Or who is worthy enough to face The Rock. I hope it's not John Cena, because I'm sorry, but it's WrestleMania 26, WrestleMania 27. I don't want to see that dynamic 3 years in a row. Sorry. Who would I want to see face The Rock? Maybe CM Punk, but I'm still hoping for CM Punk in Austin. Which is another thing. Why wasn't Austin at this WrestleMania? You had everyone who was basic attitude era people except Austin. Just something to think about. Maybe they didn't want anyone to overthrow The Rock and John Cena match, but that was an Attitude Era match for me, and it would have been nice to see The Rock. Well, Stone Cold Steve Austin there. Just a little footnote. So, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Cena at WrestleMania, which is cool. I would love to see Austin versus CM Punk, because we've been wanting that for about a year. That's been a year in the making. You have to make that happen. Vince. Who will face The Rock? Personally, who I want to see? Rock versus Triple H. I have a WrestleMania, wrestling bucket list, if you want to call it. And I didn't get it, as you say, I didn't get to experience the Attitude Era. And that would be one of the matches I like to see to complete my fantasy. Triple H versus The Rock. That's what I want to see. But that's just me. Alright, this is my first YouTube video. I spent 25 minutes talking. I'm sorry. I promise I will do better. So, subscribe if you like it, because I got some more. If this goes well, I want to do my wrestling history. You see my ups and downs with this very addictive brand of entertainment. Sorry, brain fart again. Yes, so that'll be another video. If I get the right equipment, you might see some little videos of highlights of my favorite wrestlers to my favorite music. I really want to do that, and I will, I promise. But if you like, dislike, whatever, tell me if I did something good or bad, debate, all that good stuff. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Peace.